will see Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Mahomes now on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Looking for Shepard deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a punt. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. And a tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now with Robinson. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devon Hamilton forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now Lawrence. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And bulldozing his way through. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. touchdown at Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd down at 7. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll throw it with Lawrence. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Sack. They push him back to the 34. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence, and inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll run here with Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Touchdown Jaguars. Jesse James with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tony Jefferson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
first down. It's Robinson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a give right side. It's Robinson. And he'll go down at the 28. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this is Parker, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And these two hooked up on a nice game to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Taken in by Pascal out left. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On play action, Lawrence. Touchdown! It's complete. Taysom Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. That time a 6-play drive, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. If 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. James Robinson and the rest of the Jags offense set to go to work once more. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
From the 27, Lawrence. Throwing right, and that's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Lawrence. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. James Robinson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
It's so tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Josh Allen gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. James Robinson and the rest of the Jags offense set to go to work once more. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, so much jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hey, lock it. 80 weapon. Joker, 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 joker. There you go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Check in. Hey, pick your game up. Look, squeeze. Check.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on there.
And Lawrence going to take it himself. He'll pitch it. And some room to maneuver. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
They'll run on first down. Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Go. Check 31. Check 31. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 30.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
I got you, boy. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. I'm coming for you. You
Here's Lawrence to throw. And Pascal's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play there on the screen pass. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Yeah.
Robinson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And this is how the game has trended for him numbers-wise. He's really picked it up. And I got to be honest, I don't know schematically. This is where I need you. What does the defense need to do to get back to that start that they had on him?
You've got to harass him early in his route. Right off the line of scrimmage, someone needs to be there. So it's not what we call a free release where he just gets into the route so easily. Because once he builds up momentum and speed, forget it, you're done. Knock him off of that, chip away at his timing, and then make sure you have a second person there in the vicinity as well. Too big and too strong usually for one person to handle.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect, guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out. Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check 13. Check 13. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
A handoff as they run the counter play. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
Right there, 54, right there.
Going to give this time to the tailback. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
They'll run with Etienne. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
right.
You
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. And next team. teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. There he goes, right side. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Mahomes to throw once more. He fights him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Mahomes firing complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 23. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. That's caught left side by Hardman. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing. And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning. They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.